Yellowstone is now currently in production on its final episodes without Kevin Costner. The show's fifth and final season was, of course, as you know, split into two halves. The season's first 8 episodes included Costner and aired, are you ready for this, all the way back in the fall of 2022. Yeah, we've been waiting that fucking long for the end of this thing. The final 6 episodes will start airing on November 10th of this year. Now, while there has been a lot of speculation about Costner's exit from the show ahead of the final episodes, the actor himself has officially hung up his Yellowstone hat, ruling out any return to the long gestating final episodes of the hit series. Costner, who has been on the promotional circuit for the first and second parts of his Western epic Horizon, made his decision known with a video posted on his social media accounts Thursday evening, basically saying that he really wanted to come back. It's a beloved series, it's a beloved role, he thoroughly enjoyed it, but they just couldn't make it work with the scheduling, and he couldn't break it up into 2 things because of these films. He finally said that. Paramount came out apparently with a statement of their own and said, okay, that's true. We tried and tried, but his schedule just would not allow him to break this up when we needed him to break it up with the rest of the cast, and therefore we said, okay, see you later. We wish him luck with the Western. We hope it's a huge success for him, and we thank him for everything that he did for our series. Blah, 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 blah. So they cleaned it up all tidy, but he ain't coming back. Which means to me that everything that we know, they're going to kill him. They're going to kill him because he ain't coming back. So the plot that we all know, spoilers for anybody, that Jamie had about taking out Dad, I think it's going to happen. Beth will fail to save him. I just don't see any other way. I don't see any other way. How can you end Dutton if you don't kill him?
Well, I mean, they played with the health scare stuff early Yellowstone, so maybe it came back and he just randomly dies. Who knows?
Before they could kill him, that would be epic, right? Like, oh.
Yeah, like, I don't know. And, like, does this situation, like, does it taint the entire series? Or at least, I mean, obviously the last season it taints it, but, I mean, does it taint the entire series because it's inevitable, you know what's going to happen, even for people who I feel like, you know, haven't watched Yellowstone before and then want to start now? Like, does it taint it because they know what's going to happen and how it ended?
That's a good point, but like you said, between the health issues and then, you know, all of the back half of season 4 going into that first half of season 5, they sure were hinting that he somehow was not going to survive, right? Like, some way or another. So is it inevitable? Was that always the plan from Taylor Sheridan, was to kill off John? I don't know, but I would highly recommend, though, if people are interested, do jump on it and watch it, because it is a brilliant show. It's fantastic, and don't let all the drama from Costner and the gang mess you up from watching it, because you're taken away from all of the stellar performances of the rest of the cast that are just amazing, and it's a great show. So I just jump on it, give it a try.
And I mean, also, I feel like, you know, I kind of understand where Costner's coming from.
Of
course, you know, he's just a very stern person, but I mean, he talks about how there was a time period where there was like 14 months of not doing anything, and he loves to work. So with that being said, like, he just didn't like sitting in limbo, which makes sense. Like, I completely understand, but at the same time, like, I from what we heard from Denham Richards, who is a series regular on Yellowstone, he seemed to really take this part into, you know, his day-to-day life. So he really seemed to embody that character. So it's just a shame that it ends this way, at least with his character, because he is the main focal point. But I mean, you know, it is what it is, I guess.
But you just said it. You made the point that I think everybody needs to kind of take away from this. There was that 14-month stretch. Had they done anything in that stretch, it wouldn't have butted up against his film project, which they were aware of. They knew that he was in the process of developing this film series, and that he had a contract signed and ready to go with the distributor of, you have to go into production on this date. Yeah. They knew that. So the delay of trying to get anything done inevitably, like Kevin said, ran into the point where I can't do it because now we're too close to when I'm contracted to jump into my film. So I just, Yeah, it's a great point, and I'm glad you brought it up. But I mean, I hope that, don't throw hate at either side. It just things like this happen in the industry. It's unfortunate. It sucks for us fans, but I feel like both sides did the right thing. They're going to wrap this thing up okay. There's plenty of spin-offs coming from it. We all love this. So I hope that nobody throws hate one way or the other at somebody, because that's just not going to solve anything or do anything. So anyway.
Completely agree. Completely.